The drivers are ready to go. It's going to be a very, very close qualifying with such a short lap. The gaps between these drivers are going to be minuscule. Every single millisecond you can get out of this lap is going to help you shoot your way all the way up to the top of the order and get you towards the front.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be quite a challenge. Another thing, other than qualifying is once this race starts, it's gonna be ERS management. That's gonna be a big key for tonight. We'll see how the drivers manage that as well.
Definitely. It's also going to be a lot of these league drivers are so used to their tracks that they all these big tracks that they drive on and they're used to them, but, TTM throwing in Bahrain Short could throw these drivers for a loop. So, we could see the likes of Lord Gamer and, you know, all the TTM guys, Dave, drop down the order because, this track is so, it is Bahrain, but it is different at the same time. The setups are different. The, track evolution is different. Everything is different, and there's tons of stuff for these drivers to look out for. But we have the Alfa Romeo of Lil Mick leading all these drivers out. He'll be the first one to set an out lap. I mean a hot lap, excuse me. But here he comes around the last corner, and let's go on board with him for a full lap just to see, kind of what this track entails. So you've got this big long straight reaching up to speeds of, 210 miles an hour with DRS and slipstream, hard braking down into the right turn. Don't want to touch that curb, you'll lose time. Then you got the kink to the left, and technically turn 3, and then turn 4, this new part of the track. You can abuse track limits a little bit there. Lil Mick not deciding to do that, but he does set the purple sector 1. But again, he is the first driver on track. But here we go. He is on the medium tires. Lord Gamer is on the soft tires, and there is a Williams behind him. Both of those guys are on the soft tires. But here he comes into Sector 3. And rounding the last corner, late on the brakes. Good apex and getting good traction down to the line. Let's see what the first lap of the session is going to look like. It's going to be a 59.56, and drivers behind him will start to set laps. We've got Lord Gamer going provisional pole, going a 10th quicker than Lil Mick, and Adler slotting in right in between those two. And Dubsy in the Williams not having the best lap of his life, going provisional P4.
Yeah, and we'll see what kind of strategies they go with. Some of these guys coming down on the softs. I don't know if that's going to be a two-stop, or if a lot of these guys might be doing a medium hard, and also safety cars will also play a big role in what kind of a strategy these guys are going to use. What strategies they have might end up going out the window. We'll see.
For sure. Timmy going P4, Squish going P3, running out wide to make room for his fellow drivers. HRT Heatwave in the Haas had a good showing last week in qualifying. Both of the Haas boys did. He is on a quick lap on medium tires right now. But yeah, definitely strategies are going to be, up in arms here, because most of these drivers are so used to league racing, and not a lot of leagues do this track. So it's not like they have a set strategy, a strategy they like. So it's going to be all, new to these guys.
Yeah, there's quite a few of the drivers that this is going to be their first time in traffic live at this track. So it's going to be kind of a learning process in the middle of doing it. Just getting a feel of it. Daddy Lonky was one of the ones that they told me. He said, look, this is my first time. This is going to be a learning process, but he's put in the work this week and said that he's ready for it.
Most definitely. You can see just how close those time gaps are. The guys on soft tires all within 5/10 of each other, and the guys on medium are within a second. But I'm sure as the track evolution gets quicker and the drivers get more used to the track as they go around the circuit, we'll see those times fall. And being such a short track, You know, it almost allows the drivers to do a F2 type strategy where they do 2 laps, 2 flying laps to set their best lap because the track is so short. As Brembo in the Mercedes goes P3.
That's a good lap.
Yeah, still 5/10 behind Adler. Adler and Lord Gamer in a little bit of a league of their own, but P3 to P6 are just so close, all within the same tenth.
Oh, yeah. And what about Adler? Had a great race last week. I mean, started 12th on the grid, ended up 3rd. I mean, driver of the day, obviously. That was a great run from him last week, so we'll see if he can keep that streak going this week.
And I was just speaking about Haas, but the Haas of Brazy09 has just gone pole. 0.031 faster than Lord Gamer with a 58.374.
That's a good,
A mighty lap from the Haas driver.
definitely. And look for him to be up top. I mean, he set the fastest lap of the race last week, and he almost caught Lord Gamer there toward the end. He was making a good push for it, but we'll see. But he's definitely quick at this track, that's for sure. Even though it's the
Most
abbreviated
definitely.
version.
TTM Dave joins the drivers in the top 3, only 0.09 behind Brazy. Only 3 drivers yet to set a lap. Captain Duck looks like he's on a... I can't even tell. I think he's on a hot lap. As TTM Shady just went P2, pushing Dave down to P4. He's only 0.027 behind Brazy. You can see how close these drivers are. The top 4 all within the same tenth.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be some tight racing once this starts.
Definitely. It's going to be a challenge to make your way up the pack if you do bottle qualifying. Sauce Boss looks like he is out there off the racing line for Lord Gamer, who is on his second hot lap of this qualifying session here. 10 more minutes to go. Ooh, he has a big snap of oversteer, almost losing the car, but he seems like he gathers it up just nicely, and he's going to dip out of that one.
And a lot of the guys said qualifying is going to be even more important than usual at this track because with it being so quick, you really want to be out of the way of the midfield traffic going into turn 1 when this race starts, because obviously there's going to be a lot of bunching up, and you want to be out of that melee up front. Is going to be the best place to be if you can get there, that's for sure.
Right, yeah. There's only a couple overtaking opportunities today. Down into turn 1 is the most obvious one, and coming into what would be turn 14. Not sure what it is on this short version of the track. And if you send one into turn 4, I guess you can make that work, but that's going to be a ballsy move.
Yeah.
As we see Lil Mick extend the track a little bit, and he invalidates his lap. He'll go into the pits. Table Squish still on medium tires, trying to get himself in the top 10, but nothing is working right now. Currently, the whole top 10 is on soft compounded tires.
I guess that answers the strategy question then.
Right, but in the race, it'll be interesting to see whether the top 10 go for an alternate strategy or do they stick with the softs. NLF1 joined a little bit late to the server, but he is now out on track on his outlap. He will come across the line right now to start his hot lap. We can go on board with him. He might get a little bit of the slipstream from the sister team out in front in the Alpha Tauri. Oh, never mind. That was a Renault.
And the Alpha Tower team, I learned a little bit about them this week. Timmy and Captain Duck, they're from the same hometown, and they've been racing together for quite a few years. They're good friends in real life, and you know they share strategies and everything every week. They're really active on the radio. Whenever they're racing, they have a real team-first mentality, which is a great thing. They're not really concerned with their individual accolades. They're all about the team and constructor points. So we'll see what they can bring to the table tonight.
Yeah, we just missed out on his lap, but the second Haas of HRT Heatwave goes quickest. And so right now it is a Haas 1-2
Wow.
front row lockout as Dave comes across the last corner. He's going to set a lap. What is this going to be? There's a yellow flag for cars going slowly. Everyone trying to get out of the way. The Renault using the escape road to get out of the way of his drivers. Dave stays where he is, maybe improving by a little bit, but not by a significant margin. Still in P5. The Haas is still reigning supreme with 7 minutes to go. You can see just how chaotic this qualifying is. So many drivers off track trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
You can see the yellow flags as Brownito Supreme is on his quick lap. The top 10 within 5/10 of each other.
Wow. Following Dave right now, if you can see, he's sporting the all-black helmet tonight in remembrance of Murray Walker, passed away on March 13th, unfortunately. Just a huge loss in the motorsport world. But Dave will be wearing the all-black helmet tonight in remembrance of him.
Yeah, the OG of Formula One commentating. It's a heartbreaking loss for everyone in the community. Captain Duck goes P7. Good lap from him.
Good lap.
The Williams struggling a little bit. They were looking really strong last week out in Bahrain, but they can't really find the pace. Hopefully they get themselves up the order as the track ramps up. 6 more minutes to go. That's time for about 6 laps around here, so you never know.
And Dubsy's up to his,
Tim A going out wide.
he's up to his time by about the second and a half. Dubsy making huge strides since last season. I raced with him last year, and you know, me and him were kind of back at the pack, and every race he just got quicker and quicker to the point I couldn't even keep up with him anymore. So this guy, I mean, from the start of last season to now, he's making huge strides. To look for him just to keep on getting better and maybe get a podium this season.
Yeah, anything can happen in this tier. This tier has a lot of clean drivers, but can be unpredictable at sometimes.
Sure.
As you see, Shady get out of the way of the Haas driver. In the chat, tier 2 guys went soft to hard, so you know, we could see a strategy like that, but we could also see maybe some 2 stops. But that would be a very risky strategy around here with such a short lap. It's going to be almost like an IndyCar race. Every time you pit, you're a lap down.
Right, exactly.
Another
reason why you
Williams
definitely don't want to get into any trouble early in the race. If you have to come into the pit for wing damage or something like that, you know, coming back out, you're going to be seeing blue flags, you know.
Yeah, the Williams still not in the top 10. Not expecting it, you know, from these two. Hopefully they get themselves out there. Brazy has gone provisional pole once again, beating the HRT Heatwave by 2/10, which on this track is a landslide.
Yeah, definitely. Haas team is dialed in. They've got their strategy set.
Yeah. Maybe we see some Haas dominance like we did Mercedes last year in real life F1.
Yeah.
But can these Williams drivers get the laps they need? Let's go on board with the Sauce Boss as he rounds the last corner in a very interesting way. Yeah, he's going to go into the pits. There's no way that's going to start a hot lap.
Gamer's on his out lap, so he's going to be looking to improve.
Yep, it looks like Heatwave is on a hot lap. I can't really tell because the ERS usage is a little bit weird around here, but it looks like he is on a flying lap. So let's stay on board with him as he comes around what would be turn 12 in the full circuit as he comes down the penultimate straight. He goes a little bit wide and actually invalidates. He's going to have to hop into the pits. I'm sure he'll have time for one more lap. But it's going to get a little bit crowded as people try to cram their last laps into this session.
It's going really quick.
Lord Gamer on his hot lap right now, coming around that corner. I need to look up these corner names. He goes purple in Sector 2. Looking like a good lap from him as he rounds the last corner. What is this lap going to be?
Oh, provisional pole.
He's going to go pole with a 57.8, going 2/10 bigger than Brazy. Dave setting a really good lap.
Oh, wow.
Only 3/10 behind Lord Gamer. That's going to put HRT Heatwave all the way back down into P5. He's going to want to make his way back up the order. Dub Z getting himself into the top 10.
Not a good
Got
lap.
Dat Circle in the Renault on a hot lap. Okay, now we know the turn names. There are 10 turns on this track. The one that Sergel is going through right now is turn 8, and the last 2 turns are 9 and 10. So only 10 turns. It looks like that Sergel went purple in Sector 2.
Oh, wow.
As Brembo retires in the pits, I think. He's going to open up DRS. And I actually think my timing sheet might be glitched because he has not improved on his last lap.
Again, let's see. I'm on board with Captain Duck here. He's on his out lap, getting ready to start a fly right now. Let's see what he can do. He'll be trying to improve on that 58.5. Got a top 10 so far, but him and his teammate Timmy's 15th right now, the 58.8. We'll see if those guys can get their strategies dialed in.
Looks like Captain Duck missed the apex by a country mile right there, so he's going to tip out of this lap and go for another one right after. Lord Gamer's still sitting on pole right now. We've got Lil Mick, who went quickest earlier in the session on his hot lap. He'll be coming through turns 9 and 10 shortly. Keep an eye on the time up in the top corner. He didn't improve. Yeah, you can see he lost a little bit of time. Let's see what the gap is right now. You can just see how close these drivers are. Absolutely insane. This is like esports drivers and F1 esports. Their gaps are just so little.
Yeah.
In 2019, there was a race where the field was split by 2/10, which is
Goodness
wild
gracious.
to think about.
How about Adler with a 58.3? He's sitting on 4th right now. Having a great run so far.
For sure. HRT Heatwave coming back with a lap of his own, going P3. So currently the Haas is sitting 1, 2, 3. My fault, with Lord Gamer sitting on pole. I think Lord Gamer has taken the win in every single race so far. So
yeah, he's definitely dominating so far.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he can do here today, as the session is winding to a close. Looks like TTM Dave is on a hot lap, and that looks like it is Timmy right in front of him.
Looks like Dave might get a little bit of a slipstream from Timmy up there. See if I can help him out a little bit.
Timmy actually retired on track, which is a little bit interesting. As Dave comes across the line and doesn't improve his lap. Table Squish is on his lap. I'm not confident in saying he got purple sector 2, although my game told me he did. But let's keep an eye on that time as he crosses the line. He's going to go P5 and join his teammate.
Wow.
Ferrari so the Ferrari's looking strong. And it looks like this is going to be our qualifying order for today. Everyone has finished their laps.
All right.
Lord Gamer's Racing Point has no wing. That's interesting.
Yeah, I talked to Lord Gamer earlier about how he's liking TTM so far, and he says that he the thing that really stands out is the cleanliness of the driver. The drivers and the standards and the race etiquette. He says it's not a lot of leagues are like that, so he's really impressed with TTM.
Yeah, these drivers are in it for the races, for the fun. It's never fun getting crashed out, being the one crashing someone out. So all these drivers are, 9 times out of 10 on their best behavior. So it's a fun league to watch and racing, yeah.
Definitely.
But it is lights out, and away they go. It's a good start from everyone. It's a really good start from the Williams, the Sauce Boss, in the background. Both the Williams getting really close to each other. Everyone looks like they get through pretty cleanly. Both of the Ferraris going side by side into turn 3. There's a Williams going a little bit loose. Almost contact from the Mercedes and the Alpha Tower and the Alfa Romeo. But it looks like everyone got away smoothly. No yellow flags. Good driving from everyone so far. You can see the Alpha Tauris out off the racing line. Into the background. The Williams driver trying to get past his Renault. The Renault goes really, really deep. Can Dubsy make the move as he gets on the curb? Doesn't look like he's going to have the move done, but right behind him, that's a Sauce Boss and Captain Duck going side by side. Looks like Captain Duck is going to hold the position. The Sauce Boss is on medium tires.
Oh, wow.
No one going into the pits, so it looks like everyone got away cleanly as Dubsy sends one on Daddy Long Q.
Nice pass.
We're getting a shocking camera angle right now, but yeah, it looks like he does have the move done. Let's go back down the order. You can see just how close these drivers are as Brembo sends one up the inside of the Renault. Absolutely mayhem as Table Squish and TTM Adler going side by side. Looks like Adler's going to have the move around the outside of the sweeping left-hander. Yeah, he's going to have that move done. He moves up into P5, and look at Lil Mick right on the back of all 4 of these drivers looking to make a move, using the overtake. He's in the slipstream of TTM Shady. He's probably going to have the move down into turn 9/10.
And Shady getting away from getting away out of that turn 1. He said, he's the biggest thing about this season. He's had horrible luck in lap 1, turn 1, so he's avoided that already this year. Or this race, and so he's on his way.
Right, all 4 of these drivers going super close. Lil Mick is trying to get by. A little bit of a DRS train is forming. There is DRS available on this lap. You'll see Table Squish open that up. Yeah, there he goes. A little bit late on the DRS open up, but that might just be our screens as these 3 drivers are so close in the DRS. So TTM Adler as Lil Mick is so late on the brakes, almost making contact with Table Squish in the Ferrari. But everything clean so far. Good driving from everyone on this grid. You can see the drivers, how close they are in the back. Everyone using ERS to try to get the positions they need. Shady's up 1 position. Adler's up 1 position from the start. Daddy Long Q in the Renault from 13th all the way up into 10th into the points. Lil Mick is still right on the back of Table Squish. TTM Adler still fending off from the Mercedes driver.
Wow. And they said, a lot of the guys said that, ERS management, being one of the big keys to success here. Now, you don't have a lot of opportunities to recharge that ERS except for in the, sector 1, sectors 2 and 3, you're going almost flat out. So you're really going to have to manage it well. With Little Mick, it's a little sideways. Loses a little bit of time to Tail Squish.
Yep, you can see that gap starting to increase, but you can also see Daddy Long Q make contact with Dub Z. He gets really loose, goes off the racing line. That's going to allow a lot of cars to get by him. The Alpha Tower of Captain Duck being someone who very much appreciated that reckless dive bomb from Long Q. He's in the DRS of Dub Z, but you can see Captain Duck has 1% ERS.
Oh, and he's coming in.
And so does Dub Z.
Really make it stick.
Oh, contact from both of them. He shoves the Williams out wide. That's going to allow Daddy Long Q to get by.
Oh. Dubs loses a lot of position.
Oh, and all these 3 drivers right behind him. Brembo trying to get by Dubsy. Dubsy falling way down the order.
Wow.
Order down being the person to pick up the first time penalty of the day. Not something you should be proud of, but happened nonetheless. Brembo up into 13th. Look at these drivers' ERS. You can just see how much they're using it to stay with one another.
Wow.
Sauce Boss looking pretty good right now on ERS, on 40%. Daddy Lonq looking even better. You can see Captain Duck's flashing light. Daddy Lonq could probably overtake him into turn 1 with all the ERS he has stored up. Captain Duck pulling off the racing line, and look at the straight line speed of the Renault. Captain Duck swerving on the straight to try to do anything, but nothing is going to stop Daddy
Duck lost a
Lonq
little
trying
bit
to
of
make
time.
a move.
He got a little loose coming out of that last corner, so I think on that straightaway he didn't have the drive that he needed and let Daddy Lonq take that pass.
Timmy goes really wide. That allows Brembo to catch up. It's a big DRS train back here. Let's go check in with our front runners. Adler on the back of TTM Shady, and then a little bit of a gap to the top 4 of Dave, both Haas's, HRT Heatwave, Brazy, and then the Lord Gamer, who is currently doing a Lewis Hamilton impression. He has no ERS as well, but still the pole sitter is sitting in P1. No one has pit yet, I don't think. As Brazy pulls off the racing line. He thought about making a move on Lord Gamer. He was a little too far back as he gets really close to the back of that pink racing point. It's a little bit loose on exit, but gathering it up nicely.
Really using a lot of that ERS early. It's crazy. Trying to keep up with Lord Gamer, but
yeah, most definitely. Brazy is in the DRS of Lord Gamer. You know, it's 29 laps to go. We're already 7 laps into this Grand Prix, which is crazy to think about. So, and look how close these drivers are. These drivers are going to have to make moves sooner than later. This race end is going to come really quickly.
Look at Dave staying with these front runners, and he is really managing his ERS well, and he's still able to hang with those top 3 guys, so look for him to be making a move.
Definitely, you can see those top 3 guys have under 10% ERS, and Dave is sitting pretty with almost 70% ERS. So he is gaining all the advantage from the 3 drivers in front. Right now, his HRT Heatwave has a big snap of oversteer, but cleans it up nicely as Captain Holt and Daddy Lonq are going side by side. A little bit of contact from these 2. Timmy right behind him, trying to get past the Renault. He's going to send one up the inside of the Renault. Oh, a big drift from Captain Duck. 10 points for style as Timmy and Daddy Lonq are going side by side. Lonq looks like he is going to keep the position from Timmy as the Sauce Boss goes really deep as he goes side by side with Brembo in the Mercedes. The Mercedes getting by, going a wide line, but he's going to have that move done. Sauce Boss falling way down the order. You can see just how close these drivers are. The top 3 on Sauce and everyone behind him on those medium tires. You can see their ERS as well. Looks like Daddy Lonq still is the ERS management goat out of all these people. As Timmy pulls off the racing line, he's going to go side by side with Daddy Lonq using all the ERS that he barely has.
Oh,
he squeezes Daddy. Oh, and he makes contact with his teammate. It's a Verstappen and Ricardo moment as he spins off the turn, and that's going to see Timmy all the way down the order as he tries to get back on track. But let's go back on board with the Sauce Boss as he is right behind these guys. Unfortunately for Timmy, has made contact with his teammate Daddy Lonq out in front now, and he's going to try to chase down Little Mick. TTM Shady passes Table Squish. Table Squish got on the curb at turn 12 and has spun around, and he is dropping down the order. He has broken his wing. He's going to definitely have to pit. That's going to be a big shocker for him. Yellow flags in Sector 2. No VSC yet. As Lord Gamer decides to go in the pits. I thought he was getting overtaken, but Lord Gamer is the first person to pit this race. Let's see where that puts him out. He's going to do the strategy that the Tier 2 guys did and go for the hard compound attire. And you can see Table Squish and Captain Duck going into the pits. A lot of people in the pits here.
Adler trying to make a comeback on Shady over here.
Yep, and you can see Lil Mick just behind both of these two. Shady weaving down the straight. Adler, I think, just maybe disconnected.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
looks that
Adler
way.
disconnected.
Oh, no, it's tough.
Unfortunately for him. Yeah, he's going to drop down the order, but Lil Mick looking super strong right on the back of TTM Shady. You've got both of the Haas's in front right now, and Dave sitting behind those two. And I think Holder Down has disconnected as well. As the first Haas goes into the pits, Brazy going into the pits. That's going to allow Heatwave to lead a lap of this Grand Prix. Dave right on the back of Heatwave. Heatwave having DRS from Holder Down, the lapped car.
I talked to Shady earlier in the week. He says his predictions for this race is that you might see a new race winner or a different podium than what we're used to seeing. So let's keep an eye on that.
Definitely. Right now, Lord has a little bit of free air.
Ooh, and Long Q gets this.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. They're going to go 3 wide. Yeah, they're going 3 wide as contact from the teammates in the Renaults.
Oh,
as that Circle and TTM Shady are going side by side.
Oh, and Circle stays right on Brembo.
He's tucked in right under the rear wing of Brembo, getting all the slipstream, but you can, let's check in with Brembo's ERS. Brembo does not have any to use, neither does Circle. You can see both of their flashing lights. But Dat Circle is going to have DRS's teammate opting to go into the pits. Long Q will drop down the order. Let's see if Circle decides to make the move into turn 1. You can see these guys pulling off the racing line. Circle goes down the inside, late on the brakes, getting a good apex. Brembo tried to switch back, but nothing's going for him.
Great pass by Circle. Nice.
Yep, and he's going to inherit P2 of this race. TTM Dave currently leading. Brembo still right on the back of Circle.
Looks like
that Circle having to go a little bit defensive.
Dave already coming up on Holder Down. I don't know if he is he disconnected or is that just blue flag? It's ghosting.
I believe he is disconnected.
Okay. Dave comes in for his pit.
Well, actually, no, I don't think. No, he's not. No, it's blue flags. Dave goes in for his pit. Brembo and that Circle still have not pit, both on medium tires. So they're going to be in the lead of this race.
Dave goes from soft to mediums.
Bull strategy from him. He's going to be in puncture territory near the end of this race. You saw the tier 2 guys go hards, and you see Lord Gamer go hard. So let's see the what kind of strategies work out for them. You can see the Sauce Boss getting so close to the back of Brembo. Sauce Boss having loads of ERS compared to Brembo, who you can see his light is flashing. Adler joins back. He's going to have to make his way up the order if he wants to get back the points he deserves.
Lots of 3-second penalties starting to rack up too here as we approach lap 14.
Yes, most definitely, as you know, since the gaps are so small here, 3 seconds is monumentous.
Definitely.
As Sauce Boss spins around and goes into the wall.
Oh.
I don't think he has wing damage. Both his end plates are still on, but he is going to drop down the order all the way into 8th. Unfortunate for the Williams. He's going to dive into the pits for new tires. NL F1 having a quiet race, but is up in P7 currently. Both of the Haas's having a really good race, sticking together on strategy. I think both of them are on hards.
Oh, and Little Mick coming up on Shady right now. Shady makes a pass on NLF.
Yep, and that's going to allow Lil Mick to go side by side with NLF1. He does not have the DRS, and Lil Mick makes that move done and dusted. TTM Shady is going to be a little bit quicker, but let's see whose tires last the most. Are those medium tires going to be able to make it to the end? I've got no Delta currently.
Dave coming up on Heatwave. Little lock up on Heatwave out of that last corner, so we'll see if that helps Dave's drive a little bit to close that gap. Oh, big lock up again by the Haas. Doesn't want to crash into his teammate like the Alpha Tower guys did earlier. He's trying to back off just a little, but that helps Dave close that gap.
Definitely, but look at Dave's straight line speed. He has all the ERS in the world to play with. So he's going side by side with Heatwave on the medium tires. They may have had a little bit of contact, and there's definitely contact right there, but it looks like Dave is going to have the move done. He's going to be in a Haas sandwich for the next coming laps, but look at that. Brazy going super wide, probably picking up a warning. But look at Lord Gamer looking so quick. He's only 4/10 off the back of Brownito. Brownito on super old hard tires, opting to start the race on those. Lord Gamer looks like he's going to pull off the racing line. They have the move done as, jeez, Brownito Supreme goes a little bit bombastic on the swerving down the straights.
We got Brembo leading the races.
Oh, Brembo, big snap of oversteer. Oh my God. Not leaving any room for Lord Gamer as he is on 15 lap old medium tires. Lord Gamer looks like he is going to inherit that P1, and hopefully he can keep that clean. TTM Dave got past Brazy, so TTM Dave has passed both of the Haas's. Good stuff from him. TTM Dave on the medium tires. So let's see if Brazy and Heatwave's tires come to life near the end of this race.
And Dave kind of proving what everybody said earlier in the week, that ERS management is going to be one of the biggest things that's going to be the making successful here, and he's showing it. He's managing it very well, still able to stay with the top guys, and a lot of these other guys are burning it up quick. And so once we get down to the last few laps, we're gonna the guys who manage the ERS best, they're going to be they're going to come out on top.
Definitely. Brazy having the DRS on Dave, making a super drastic move into turn 1. So Brazy retakes P4. So TTM Dave is back in the Haas sandwich. TTM Dave pulls off the racing line, but you can just see how close he is. The dirty air through this, the end of Sector 2 is going to be a little bit hard to stay. You can see DTM, not Alex Albon League, TTM Dave struggling a little bit, missing an apex, but you can see the straight line speed. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1, and that is Captain Duck, I believe, spinning, and that's a full safety car.
Oh, wow.
TTM Dave going in the pits. Lord Gamer's not going to be able to go into the pits. Is this going to be... This is going to be interesting. Most definitely. Lord Gamer currently sitting in P1, but what are these strategies going to bring? You can see drivers start to pit onto soft tires. Lord Gamer is stuck behind the safety car. Other drivers are under Delta. I believe the Delta is a little bit quicker than the safety car, so Lord Gamer is going to be losing time. He's going to want to get back into the pits. But the question is,
soft tires look kind of optimistic, I think, for this many laps left. I mean, they're quick laps, but I don't know.
Right. Yeah, safety car is really going to shift things here. So the top four,
they're all going soft
on hard tires. But everyone else going soft. I'm getting spidey senses that Brazy is actually going to try to beat Lord Gamer into the pits. Let's see if he does this. No, I think they're both going to keep it clean, but Brazy does...
Oh, Gamer at the last second decided to come in. I thought he was going to stay behind the safety car.
Yeah, this is interesting, and you can see Brownito and Brembo getting past Lord Gamer. So Lord Gamer is falling down the order. Yeah, this is going to be a big shock to the system for Lord Gamer. Lord Gamer doesn't know what not being in P1 is like. This is
Well, if there's
gonna
anybody
be
who has the skill to work their way back up, it is him. That's for sure.
definitely, but you know how much drivers like to give space in this tier. They're definitely clean, but they definitely don't make it easy for you. So
That's
Lord
for
Gamer
sure.
is gonna try to cut through the
He
field
will
and
have his work
hopefully
cut
make
out
his
for him.
way. Definitely.
Dub Z goes for mediums, and he's sitting in points right now. After that little mix-up earlier, but had him all the way down to, after that collision earlier, I think he got down to 15th, 16th, and now back up into the points.
Yeah, I think the strategy is to go for Sauce because, you know, Sauce will be super quick off the start, and I don't know if there's enough laps for those medium tires to catch up to even warn Sauce at the end. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see what Dubsy and NLF1 can do on the medium tires. Safety car still not in. We're waiting for Holder Down and Captain Duck to catch up to the safety car. Imagine it'll be in this lap, leaving the drivers with an 8-lap sprint race.
And Heat Wave and Little Mix stay out on their hards. They say we're going to go the distance on these.
Yeah, bold strategy from these two, but I think at this point, if they didn't pit when Lord Gamer pit, they might as well just stay out and hope for the best as Long Q gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Timmy. Way down in the back there.
I think this should be coming in this lap, the safety car.
Yep, you can definitely see Little Mick rearing to go, getting right on the wing of Heatwave. Heatwave is going to have to really blitz it off the line as we do get confirmation from race control that the safety car is in this lap. So let's see what we can do.
LF1 goes with the mediums too, sitting in 6th.
Definitely. It'll be interesting to see whether he can keep in front of the Haas of Brazy and Lord. Both of those drivers looking super quick today. As Heatwave rounds the last corner and slows down. He actually doesn't go right off the corner, but now he is full throttle using the overtake. Everyone getting bunched up in the back there. Oh, you can see TTM Dave right on the back of Brownito. TTM Dave is trying to make a move as Brownito pulls out to the right. TTM Dave having the inside line late on the brakes.
Good move by Dave.
Yep, having that move done. Let's go back down the order a little bit. You can see Adler getting a little bit loose as TTM Shady sends one up the inside of Adler and almost the Ferrari. The Ferrari of Squish being pushed out wide on hard tires gets dropped down all the way to 13s. Adler getting by him and the Sauce Boss getting by him. Lord Gamer and Brazy going side by side. Brazy getting pushed off the track. Lord Gamer up into 7th on his charge all the way back up to maybe a podium, maybe a win. Not sure here. You can see he is on the soft tires. NLF1 right in front of him is on medium tires. NLF1 is not. No one has DRS yet as very early on the brakes NLF1 is, and you can see Lord Gamer do the switchback, but let's go up front with Brownito.
Oh, they're going to go and down the front straight. Maybe.
Oh, no. Trying. Oh, you can see they're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. You can see Brazy pull off the racing line. I think Lord Gamer is going to have this move done. Oh, they're going 2 wide into the first corner. NLF1 keeps the position, but he's still going side by side with the Haas. The Haas decides to send one up the middle, getting a little bit of contact, but NLF1 holds the position. But look at the launch from Brazy. Look at the straight line speed. He has 0 ERS to play with, burning it off within a lap and a half late on the brakes. Nice. Brilliant move around the outside of NLF1.
Great patience by Brazy. I mean, he looked to get around NLF1 there, and he knew that.
Oh my God! But sorry to interrupt you, but that circle didn't have any patience and decided to send one on the Williams driver, and so does Shady. He almost sent one, but he does have the patience you were talking about.
Yeah. That was one of the keys that I asked NLF1 earlier. He said, patience is going to be key to let the race come to me and not try to make any crazy moves too quick. Oh, a
But
circle.
TTM Shady is going to dive up the inside and make it 3 wide into turn 1, but nothing going for him there.
Oh, makes
Oh
another
my
move.
god,
Wow.
but he sends one on NLF1,
Oh,
pushing him.
contact.
Oh, and that is a very dirty move, not giving any space to NLF1, and that causes NLF1
Oh, he's done.
to DNF. That was
Unfortunate.
super unfortunate. Yeah, that's going to bring out the safety car, and unfortunately for Dub Z, he has no front wing, got caught up in the action. Yeah, so Shady, I think it was Shady leaving no space, and that caused NLF1 to run into the wall and Dub Z to pick up a lot of wing damage. So it's virtual safety car, but let's check in with the guys in front. Brazy P7, Lil Mick in P6, Lord Gamer in P5, looking to make his way to a podium. It's going to be a supercharge from him, as he's got 5 laps to do it, and very short laps those are.
And how about Brembo leading the race right now? Dave right on him.
Yeah, Brembo.
They'll be looking to fight off Dave.
Adler gets a drive-through, unfortunate for him. But yeah, Brembo leads the race, but currently he does have a 3-second time penalty, and that is going to have him drop down the order.
Oh, yeah.
But he does have clean air. So, I mean, with clean air, he can pull a gap. Brazy right on the back of Lil Mick. Brazy decided to use a little bit of overtake down the straight. Lil Mick still on hard tires. Contact between the two of them.
Good drive off that corner by Brazy.
Yep, you can see the superior traction of the softer compounded tire as Brownito and Heatwave are going side by side. Heatwave making the move on Brownito. Heatwave up into P3. Lord Gamer right behind these two. Brownito getting a little bit loose off the corner. Lord Gamer not having any ERS to play with. You can see the light of Brownito as he pulls out to the outside. Lord Gamer is going to make it 3 wide.
He makes it
all
stick.
Keep it clean. Lord Gamer's going to get by
contact.
Heatwave, a little bit of contact. Oh, they're still going side by side through the end of Sector 1. Heatwave. Oh, a little bit of contact from the both of them. Great racing from them, though. Lord having superior traction on the soft compounded tires. Heatwave is trying to hold on to any pace he has on those hard compounded tires. You can see Lord in the DRS of Brownito looking for a podium fight.
Yeah, at some point, with the hard, you just have to concede those guys on the saucer. They're flying out there. Oh, and he makes a move to the inside. Makes contact.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Lord Gamer gets sideways.
Wow, actually a pretty dirty move. Oof. Almost contact from the Renault as Lord Gamer enters the track, but HRT Heatwave having 0 patience, and that puts Lord in a terrible position as he doesn't give any space, and you can see Lord swerving down the straight. He is not happy with Heatwave right now.
Especially with these laps winding down, it's really going to make it hard for him to climb back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure Heatwave will get slapped with a hefty penalty for that one after the race brief, which talked about driver safety and racing etiquette. But here goes Lord. Oof. Making contact with the back of him, but getting better drive off that corner. The person right now who's looking, oh my gosh, you can see the defending from him. Lord Gamer's going to send one into turn 1, late on the brakes.
Heatwave with a lock up.
Really deep, a little bit of a switchback from Heatwave. He is not giving up on this.
More contact, wow.
Oh
goodness.
Oh, and he almost makes contact with the Sauce Boss. That's going to allow Lord Gamer through. But that circle, 3/10 on the back of Lil Mick. He does have a 3-second time penalty. Someone looking really good right now is TTM Dave. All he needs to do is keep it clean, and he could have the win on time penalties. Brembo currently in provisional P1, but with the time penalties added, he will drop down the order. That circle right on the back of Lil Mick.
How about Brownito sitting on a podium so far right now? It'll be his first podium. if he can
Yeah, he would get.
keep where he's at.
Yeah, most definitely. Brownito looking super strong. He's been looking good this whole weekend, but we didn't really expect him to be on the podium. But here we are as Dat Sergel makes a very drastic move off the racing line. He's going to have the move done on Lil Mick. Lord Gamer right behind those two. As we go on to lap 28, only 1.5 more laps to go. As there's a Haas, and that's HRT Heatwave spinning. Dare I say it?
Oh, wow.
A little bit of karma for him. Oops. I get fired. But here is Lord Gamer 5 tenths behind Lil Mick. Lil Mick 3 tenths behind Dat Sergel. TTM Shady picking up the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He did have to pit after contact. TTM Dave looking super confident. You can see Brembo's flashing light. Doesn't have any ERS. Neither does Dave. Neither does Brownito. Neither does Brazy. No one has any ERS to play with, but it is the last lap. Is Lord Gamer going to send one on Lil Mick into turn 1? No, nothing going there. Oh, actually, Lord Gamer late on the brakes. Lil Mick on the hard compounded tires. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Lord Gamer send one. But TTM Dave, yeah, no, TTM Dave backed out of that one. He knows he wants the win. Just got to keep it clean.
Yeah, that's definitely his wanting it down here.
Yeah, Lord Gamer is trying to make the move, but as I say that, it looks like TTM Dave is going to keep it clean. Let's check in with Lord Gamer. It doesn't look like anything is going for him. But as that happens, Brembo is rounding the last corner. Brembo's going to win it on track, but if Dave keeps it clean through the last corner, which he does, TTM Dave is going to come home with the round 3 victory. Yeah, TTM Dave comes home with the round 3 victory here in Bahrain Short. Lord Gamer sticking to P7, and with time penalties drops down to P8. What a race this is. Hold it down, making it up to 11th. Captain Duck falling down the order. HRT Heatwave having a shocking race and binning it into the wall on the last lap for good measure. Timmy coming across the line with no front end play on the medium tires. Goes P14. Adler disconnecting, unfortunately, in P15. And TTM Shady in 16th. What a race that was today, with TTM Dave taking home the win in Bahrain Short. And whoever it was who said we could have a new winner,
that was Shady. Yeah, correct. Shady said look for our podium to be people that haven't been there before. So Brownito, Brembo, great drives by them today.
Yes, good driving from most drivers. Some more than others, but overall it seemed like a really entertaining race. And yeah, there you go. There is your podium. If you want to send the invites to the top 3,
sure,
that would be cool.
Alright, let's get.
Yeah, but here is your order right now. A 31-minute race, crazy race, couple DNFs, a safety car, but TTM Dave reigning supreme, keeping it clean, and taking home the win here today.
That is everything for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. For more TTM content, check out the video in the top right, and to join the TTM community, take a look at the link in the description. Until next time, see you on track.